Hello students, so as you know that we are solving maths from the chapter polynomials. So we have solved some maths from exercise 2a and today I am going to solve some maths from exercise 2b. So first question is that verify that verify that 3 minus 2 1 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial P of x is equals to x cube minus 2x square minus 5x plus 6 and verify the relation between its zeros and coefficients. So first of all students, we have to verify that 3 minus 2 and 1 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial P of x is equals to this. So now at first we have to put 3 in the place of x, then x cube means 3 cube minus 2 into minus 3 square, 2 into 3 square minus 5 into 3 plus 6. So P of 3 is equals to 3 cube minus 2 into x square means 3 square minus 5 into x means 5 into 3 plus 6. Now calculate it. 3 cube means 27, it is 3 square 9, 9 into 2 18, it is 15 and plus 6. Now calculate it. It is minus 18 minus 15 is minus 33 and 27 plus 6 is plus 33. So plus 33 minus 33 is 0. So since when we put the value of x as 3, the result is 0. That means 3 is the zero of this polynomial. Now we can verify that minus 2 is also 0. That means when we put minus 2 in the place of x, the result must be 0. So let's check. P of minus 2. So it will be minus 2 cube minus 2 into minus 2 square minus 5 into minus 2 plus 6. Now 2 cube means minus 8 and minus 2 square means 4, 4 into 2 8, so that means minus 8, it is minus minus plus 12 and plus 6. Okay students, so here we can see that minus 8 is minus 16 and it is plus 16. Okay, so minus minus plus 5 multiply 2 is 10, so minus 8 multiply minus 8 is minus 16 and 10 plus 6 is 16. So minus 16 plus 16 is 0. So minus 2 is also a 0 of this polynomial. Now we have to check that 1 is a 0 or not. So put the value of x as 1. So P of 1 is equals to 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square minus 5 into 1 plus 6. So 1 minus 2 minus 5 plus 6. So it is 6 plus 1 is 7 and minus 2 minus 5 is minus 7. So it is 0. So it is verified that 3 minus 2 and 1 are the zeros of the polynomial. So therefore we have to write the answer. Therefore 3 minus 2 1 are the zeros of P of x. Clear students? Now next problem, next thing is verify the relation between its zeros and coefficients. So that means you know students that if alpha, beta, gamma are three zeros of a cubic polynomial, then sum of the zeros alpha plus beta plus gamma. So this one must find. Then we have to find alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha, and third one is alpha beta gamma. So three relation we have to check now. So first of all we have to check first one. So that is alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to here 3 minus 2 plus 1. So is equals to 3 plus 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. Clear? Understood students? So it is, so here 2 is the coefficient of x square, but it is minus 2, you can see that. So it will be minus of coefficient of x square by, and we can write 1 as denominator, so 2 can be written as 2 by 1, and 1 is the coefficient of x cube, so we can write coefficient of x cube. Now we have to find alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. So alpha beta, so here alpha means minus alpha means 3, beta means minus 2 and gamma means 1. So alpha beta means 3 into minus 2. Then beta gamma means minus 2 into 1, and then gamma alpha means 1 into 3. So it will be minus 6 minus 2 plus 3, so is equals to minus 8, and minus 8 plus 3 is minus 5. So minus 5 can be written as minus 5 by 1. So minus 5, so 5 is the coefficient of x. Here you can see that minus 5 is the coefficient of x. So here we can write that coefficient of x by 1 is coefficient of x cube. So again we can write coefficient of x cube. Now last one is alpha beta gamma. So alpha beta gamma means 3 multiply minus 2 multiply 1, so it will be minus 6. So minus 6, here you can see that 6 is the constant term. So here we can write minus of constant term by, so 1 minus 6 can be written as minus 6 by 1. So 1 is coefficient of x cube. So it is verified. So the relation between zeros and the coefficients. Okay, so I hope you understood. Now next. So question number 2 is same. Now question number 3. Find the cubic polynomial. Find a cubic polynomial whose zeros are 2, minus 3 and 4. Minus 3 and 4 are the zeros, and we have to find the cubic polynomial. So here let alpha is equals to 2, beta equals to minus 3 and gamma is equals to 4. Now at first we have to find alpha plus beta plus gamma. So 2 plus of minus 3 plus 4, so is equals to 3. Now we have to find alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. So alpha beta means 2 into minus 3, beta gamma means minus 3 into 4 and gamma alpha means 4 into 2. So minus 6 minus 12 plus 8. So it will be minus 10. Next alpha beta gamma. So 2 into minus 3 into 4. So it will be minus 24. Clear students till now? Now, therefore the required polynomial what is the formula? X cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha x minus alpha beta gamma. This is the formula to find a cubic polynomial when alpha, beta and gamma are given. So x cube minus, so alpha plus beta plus gamma is 3, so that means it is 3x square plus alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha is minus 10 and alpha beta gamma is minus 24. So it is x cube minus 3x square minus 10x plus 24. So it is the required polynomial, students. So I hope you understood. Now next, question number 4 is same. Now question number 6. Find the quotient and remainder. Find the quotient and remainder when f of x is equals to x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3 is divided by g of x. So g of x is equals to x square minus 2. So we have to find the quotient and remainder. So here we have to use long division method to find the quotient and remainder. So here x square minus 2 is the divisor and f of x, that means x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3 is the dividend. Now at first, so you have already done in class 8 and 9 that how to divide the polynomials, you already have done. So at first you have to see that its highest term is x cube. So if we multiply x with x square, x cube will become, so x into x square is equals to x cube, but x, when you multiply x with x square, you have to multiply x with minus 2 also. So x multiply minus 2 is minus 2x, so you have to write 2x. Okay, so now subtract, so it is minus 3x square, and 5x plus 2x is 7x minus 3. Now we have to see these terms, so it is minus 3x square and it is x square. So if we take here minus 3, then minus 3 multiply x square is minus 3x square, and minus 3 multiply minus 2 is plus 6. See here we have to write, so it is 7x, and minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9. So therefore students, the quotient is x minus 3 and remainder is 7x minus 9. I hope you understood. So next problems are 7, 8 are same. Question number 9. Question number 9 is by actual division, so that x square minus 3 is a factor of 2x to the power 4 plus 3x cube minus 2x square minus 9x minus 12 is a factor. Okay, so x square minus 3 is a factor of this. So x square minus 3 is a factor of this, means we have to check by division that it is exactly divisible or not. X square minus 3 is exactly divisible or not. Okay, let's check. So here divisor is x square minus 3, it is problem number 9. Divisor is x square minus 3 and dividend is 2x to the power 4 plus 3x cube minus 2x square minus 9x minus 12. Now we have to check that x square minus 3 is a factor of this. That means it is exactly divisible. So it is if it is px, then px is exactly divisible by gx. So first you have to see that it is x to the power 4, so 2x to the power 4. So if we multiply 2x square, if we multiply 2x square with x square, then it will 2x to the power 4. But when 2x square multiplies with x square, then we have to multiply also 2x square with minus 3, so it will be minus 6x square. So here the like terms is this 2x square, so here we have to write minus 6x square. So it is 3x cube and it is plus 6x square minus 2x square, it is 4x square minus 9x minus 12. Now we have to see that 3x cube, so if we take 3x, if we take here 3x, then 3x multiply x square is 3x cube and 3x multiply minus 3 is minus 9x. It is cut and it is also cut, so it is 4x square minus 12. Now if we multiply this portion with plus 4, then it will be 4x square and minus 12. So therefore it is exactly divisible, so we can write therefore x square minus 3 is a factor of 2x to the power 4 plus 3x cube minus 2x square minus 9x minus 12. Clear students? Next. So next problem is question number 13. Question number 13 is if 1 and minus 2, if 1 and minus 2 are two zeros of the polynomial x cube minus 4x square minus 7x plus 10, find its third zero. Find its third zero. So 1 and minus 2 are the zeros of the polynomial x cube minus 4x square minus 7x plus 10. Find its third zero. So students, as you know that in a cubic polynomial, since its highest power is 3, you can see that its highest power, that means highest degree is 3. So that means that is why it is cubic polynomial. And in a cubic polynomial, you know students that there must be 3 zeros. In a cubic polynomial, there must be 3 zeros and 2 zeros are given. 2 zeros are given and you have to find third zero. So what will be the process? So you have to write, since 1 and minus 2 are the zeros of the polynomial, this implies x minus 1 and x plus 2 is equals to, multiply both the expression, so it will be x square plus 2x minus x minus 2, that means x square plus x minus 2 is a factor of the polynomial. Okay students, since 1, so this portion should be clear, that 1 is a 0, that means x is equals to 1. So what will be its factor? X minus 1 is equals to 0. So x minus 1 will be its factor. Similarly, if x is equals to minus 2, then it will be x plus 2 is equals to 0. So x plus 2 is also factor. So when we take together, then we have to multiply both the factors, and x square plus x minus 2 is a common factor of this polynomial. Now after this we have to divide this polynomial by this polynomial. So x square plus x minus 2, it will be x cube minus 4x square minus 7x plus 10. So if we take x, then it will be x cube plus x square minus 2x. Now subtract it, 4x and minus x square, 4 is minus 5x square, and it is minus 5x and it is 10. Now if we take minus 5, then it will be minus 5x square minus 5x plus 10. So the quotient is, therefore quotient is equals to x minus 5. Now x minus 5 equals to 0 implies that x is equals to 5. So the third value of x is 5. Two values are 1 and minus 2, and third value of x is 5. Therefore third zero of the polynomial is 5. So therefore we have to write the answer, the third zero of the polynomial is 5. Understood students? Okay students, so you must practice the maths at your home. Thank you students.